Hello friends, this is Anupam and welcome to a new video series. In this video we are going to add AWS as an endpoint to our vRA 7.3 and we will try to explore a little bit. So let's go ahead. The first job will be to configure our IAM account. So log into your AWS account, whatever you're using it. Go to IAM. In IAM we'll go to users, add users and give our whatever suitable name for your vRA account. So vRA test. I'm going to grant it both programmatic and AWS Management Console access. And you can auto-generate a password or create a custom one, reset it next. I'm unchecking that. Permissions. So if you have specific kind of a permissions you needed, but in my case, I am giving it as a root admin as well as system admin. So just review everything. vRA test as a username and all the information. Click create users. So once user is created, you need to download your access ID, and your secret access key. So you can even click download.csv and jump into your vRA console, which is here. Okay, before I go ahead and add it as an endpoint, I need to make sure I add my account to the tenant administrator on IS. Just hold on a second. Okay, let's jump out, change the domain, cyberminds.com, and I'm going to give my username password. And here we are. We'll go to infrastructures, endpoint. In my case, I have already created AWS access. You have to do it. So go to new cloud and Amazon EC2. You have to give whatever XYZ name is, your access key and the secret access key. So you can see the access key and the secret access key. Just pull those information, click on finish. Okay, once that's done, go to fabric group. Under fabric group, so this is the part which I have not done, so let's do it together. I am going to use Mumbai location. Let me jump into my EC2. North Virginia. I am going to switch to my Mumbai location, and my Mumbai location is called AP South 1. Okay. AP South 1A and 1B. Okay, so AP so it's called AP South. AP South 1. Let me again. AP South 1. Okay. So that's my AP South 1. Okay. So in that we have two availability zone, AP South 1A and 1B. I'm just selecting right now this. Let's give me a name. AWS in Mumbai. Let me add administrators to this. I am done. Once I'm done here, I'll go to compute resources and compute resources. We need to wait actually to all the data to be collected. In my case, I can see. So one, I have a vCenter as an endpoint and my AWS, which we just created right now. We'll go to reservations. reservations. So before I go ahead and create a reservation for my Mumbai location, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use any one of this availability zone, key pair. So these are my existing key pairs. Okay, let me create a new key pair. Let's name it as VRA, VRA, AWS, Mac. The reason why I'm putting Mac because I remember that this particular key pair, whenever I work to, I have downloaded my MacBook, so that's the reason I'm keeping it here. I'm sorry for that. You can give your standard naming convention. Just in my case, I have a lot of them, so I'm just using this. So it's being created. So you have to have a little bit of patience, and it will get created very soon. Then you need to go to reservations, and once you go to reservations and create a new reservations, you'll get an options to choose among them. And yes, here it is. So let me export this. So here is my key pair. Okay. Now let's go to reservations. New EC2. Let's name it Mumbai reservation Mumbai. So I'm just using my default tenant, what is vSphere.local. I have not created any business group. I have not created any reservation policy, but I need to create a business group, which is a mandatory. So let me jump to and create one business group. Users and group, business group. So this particular business group, let's target it to one specific sets of user, maybe dev send mail to dev at cyberminds.com. No policies required, no custom properties is needed. vRA admin, let me give him as all the access. You might be aware, like this time we have 4 roles. Previously it was just 3. Now group manager, support role, shared access role, and user roles are there all together. vRA, I'm just adding it specific account with the full access. We have not specified any machine prefix to it, so let it be standard. Done. My business group is created. Let me go back to my reservation policy. New. My bad. Let's go to reservation. New. EC2. Let's give the name as RES by. Okay. Our development business group, no reservation policy, priority as 1. Let's go to the resource group, compute resource. This. So I am just using 1A and assign. So I'm assigning a subnet to it. Okay. So I'm using. So what I'm doing is assign a subnet to a VPC. So this particular VPC, which is already created in that location, I'm using that. RDP only. This is a security group which we created. Save. Okay. So here is our reservation policy also done. Once this is done, let me go ahead and do one more thing. Let me go to administration, custom group. It's not bad. Go to directory users group. Okay, should it be here? Yeah. Admin, access to everything. Let me give my particular account a full access to it. So everything is added. Yep. Number vRA, that's my group. Once done, let me refresh. I'll have more access. You can see I got not design. Previously it was not there with me. Go back to blueprint. Create a new blueprint. This will be my AWS Linux VM. Okay, or maybe let's try with Windows, Windows VM. Any descriptions I need to add? No. Archival day, maybe 1 day. Lease minimum, let it be like that. I don't want to specify as of now. I think I'm really missing something, so I'm really wondering where is my component to deploy. Let me do one thing. Only option is to log off and log in. Design. Oh, here it is. I'm not sure what was the problem that time, but yeah, this worked. So not my bad. That's not Azure machine. That's an AWS EC2 machine. So this is what we are going to deploy. So ID will be, let remain the same. Reservation policy, number of instance max, we can build one instance. Blueprint server, cloud provisioning workflow. So this is something which we have to see. This is 00346T and we have to figure it out. Launch an instance. Okay. 100 F6 force. So we need to figure it out. Okay. Copy. Let me filter it out. Okay, so I'm going to use this. So that's a Windows 2016 base. The key pair is not specified. Let me specify the key pair, auto-generated per business group. Let it be not specified because this is something which we will be using from my previous job, and I'm going to use T2 micro because that's come under free tier. Machine resources will remain the same, and let me click finish. Now the question remains that we will go to infrastructure. I think I missed one thing which I need to specify here. resources, key pair auto generated, it should be specific key pair, and we just generated AWS for my Mac, right? And we have the key pair for Windows. Let's click OK. Done. So our blueprint is done. Let's publish it. But definitely we can't say this blueprint here, right? So we have to go to administration, go to catalog management. Let's create one by one. Okay, so this will be dev users, status active, it's part of this, all users in group. Next, entitlement service, okay. So I think I have to start with services, my bad. Let's give the name dev users. I don't have any icon, status let it be active, owner will be vRA admins, support team will be also vRA admins. Okay, change window, there is no change window for this as of now. Catalog items, we can see this, which is active. We click this, okay, it's active. Manage catalog item, let me add an item to a catalog, which will be my Windows. Now we'll go to entitlement and we'll start creating. So it will be this entitlement will be dev user entitlement. It will be in active state. Business group will be dev. Entitlement services will be dev users. Entitlement items will be only the dev one, AWS, and so it will be like full access to it. Okay, finish. Now let's go to catalog and we can see our AWS Windows. Let's request it. And we will go here, EC2 micro, write any description. I am trying AWS Windows box. Okay, non-VPC location, subnet in a VPC. Or do we have a location option here? No, we don't have any option. So, and it's not mandatory. So let's go to storage. We can even add additional, but I'm not going to add anything. Let's click on submit. Our request has gone. We have to wait for agent to pick this up and start the deployment. Meanwhile, let's jump into this, cancel it, and see if a new instance is being built in some time. It will take time. Actually, it fetch the information, it fetch the data, so it takes a little while to populate here. Requests. View details. Execution information in progress. So it's in provisioning. You can see here now. Oh my bad. Why this item is being provisioned? That's a dev 001. And if you remember, it was a part of a security group. So if I click here, So the security group was RDP only. We have added to that. Internal Amazon EC2. Okay, let's click on connect. If you remember that we have already generated the key pair for this, so we need to get password, or we need to wait for some time. So if you remember, we have already got this. Let me go ahead, download this remote desktop file, right? Showing finder. Let me copy this. I'm not sure if I can copy to this particular location, but let me try it off. I can. No, we can't copy it. But still, I'll just try to. I can't copy that, but I can copy this text from here. Try an app in this PC. Control A, copy, get a password, or we need to still wait. So let's wait for some more time. Get password, yes. So we could have just selected that key pair file, or let's paste it. It's like a one time you need to get this password, and once you receive this password, you can take a remote desktop any point of time. Got it? So you can send this particular password to your users that this is going to be the password for all those connection which is happening from this build. I'm not sure if we can copy paste a password in this, but copy. Okay, so you can just type that password, because I know it's having a difficulty. I need to type a really long password for it, but I don't want to waste my time doing that. And it's as simple as this to go log in and do it. If you have any issues, or if you face any kind of a difficulty while doing this, please do leave a comment in the bottom.